Hello friends, welcome to Time Classes. I hope you are all set for today's class. The topic for today's class is percentage. I think you might be having the hard copy of this handout, 353220007. Is that okay? So let's start with the topic. Percentage, काफी important topic है because it is itself a topic. You get questions from itself and कुछ क्वेश्चंस प्रॉफिट लॉस डिस्काउंट में भी आते हैं. सिंपल इंटरेस्ट कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट भी एक ऐसा टॉपिक है जो कि पूरा परसेंटेज बेस्ड है. डेटा इंटरप्रिटेशन अगेन अ वाइड रेंज ऑफ एप्लीकेशन ऑफ कंसेप्ट्स ऑफ परसेंटेजेस. फाइन. सो कंसीडरिंग द इंपॉर्टेंस we have divided this particular class into two segments. Half of the handout will be covering it in today's session, and the second part of the handout will be covering in the next session. That means this is bring back. You have to bring the same handout for the next class. Okay? Today we'll be covering the first part of this class, percentage and its concept. In the next class, we'll be covering profit, loss, and discounts. Fine? So let's begin with the percentage. It's okay? We can take example. What is 20%? What is 20%? Maximum what we can say about this, 20% is 20 by 100, or I can say this is 1 by 5. Again, we are not getting any significant answer from it. It is 20% or 1 by 5. But if I ask you another question, similar to this question, what is 20% of 120, or what is 25% of, let's say, 500? Now, here we can get a significant answer. Am I right or not? Because 20%, we know 20%, how to calculate 20%. 20% of 120, I want to calculate. Here, I want to calculate 25% of 500. Now, what is the difference between the previous part and this part? Here we have something called base. This is called base. On the basis of what we are going to calculate percentage. 20% itself does not have any significance until unless it is having some sort of base to calculate on. Am I right? So 20%, 25%, perfectly all right, but on what basis I'm going to calculate? This is very important. Fine. Now, one more example we can take. I asked you a similar question. 20%. What is 20%? So we can say 20% is 1 by 5. 20% is 1 by 5. If I ask you what is 20% of 120, you can easily calculate 1 by 5 of 120, which is easily divisible by 5, 24. Now, I think that it must be able to understand the importance of this particular part. If I have certain ready references in terms of fractions, that will always help us in minimizing the steps, calculations, and everything. And that will obviously, if I'm able to minimize the steps, I can easily, save some time in problem solving. Am I right? So before going, ahead in the percentage concepts, we'll go for certain fractions and we learn how to use those fractions. Okay? First thing first, can you tell me what is 1 by 2 in terms of percentage? Yes, that's correct. 1 by 2 multiplied by 100 is what? 50%. Perfect. Now, how do I understand 1 by 2 is 50%? The clear thing which is, I can make out from this example, if I want to convert any fraction into percentage, multiply that fraction by 100. Am I right? If I want to convert any fraction into percentage, multiply that fraction by 100 to convert that fraction into percentage. Is that okay? For that matter, I can take one more example. What is 1 by 4? What is 1 by 4? 1 by 4 is 1/4 of something. Which is 25%. Again, what we have done, we have multiplied this fraction by 100, 1 by 4 into 100, which will give us 25%. Now, what does it mean? If I have to calculate 25% of a number, the only thing which I need to do is to calculate just 1 by 4 of the number, or divide that number by 4. Am I right? Let's say I want to calculate 1 by 4 or 25% of 400. The only thing which I have to do is divide 400 by 4, which is 100. It's easy. But we have to understand how to convert these fractions into percentage or percentage into fraction. Am I right on that? So let's start with a few basic calculations, a few basic fractions. I would like to remind you one thing, that fractions we are going to use at every point in time in the class. So we need to note it down, those fractions precisely. Time and again we'll be using those fractions. Am I right? So please note it down. What is 1 by 16? What is 1 by 16? 1 by 16, if I want to convert this into fraction, 1 by 16 into 100, which is 6.25% precisely. Am I right? Why I'm writing 1 by 16 directly? Because this is a very important kind of a number. If you look at the multiple questions in your booklet, in your handout, in your test, anywhere, the fractions I'm going to write, these are the fractions which I'm going to use very frequently. So that's why we'll go for those fractions first, then we'll later on move to some lesser useful fractions. What is 1 by 16? 6.25%. Can I say 2 by 16 is what percentage? Which is 1 by 8? Which is double of this? 12.5%. Am I right? 2 by 16 is 1 by 8, which is double of this, which is 12.5%. What is 3 by 16 then? 3 by 16? 1 by 16 is 6.25. 3 by 16 is thrice of 6.25, which is 18.75%. Am I right? Thrice of 1 by 16 is 3 by 16. That means thrice of 6.25% is 18.75%. What is 4 by 16 then? What is 4 by 16? It is actually 1 by 4, which is equal to 25%. What is 1 by, what is 5 by 16, let's say? Which is 5 times of 1 by 16 and 5 times of 6.25. 5 times of 6 is what? 30. 0.25 is what times of, or 0.25 times of 5 is what? 1.25, which will make it 31.25%. What is 6 by 16? What is 6 by 16? Again, I can say this is 3 by 8. Now, what is 3 by 8? I know 1 by 8. I know 1 by 8. 1 by 8 is 12.5%. So, what is 3 by 8? 3 by 8 is 37.5%. Am I right? I can write a couple of more fractions, but we can easily understand that what exactly we have to do, how we are going to calculate. One more table which is kind of an important table is 1 by 11, or I light a little far from this, 1 by 11. 1 by 11 is actually, if I want to convert this into fraction, multiply this by 100, or this is already a fraction, I'm sorry, I want to convert this into percentage, multiply this by 100, which is 100 by 11. 100 by 11 is 9.09%. 9.09%. Am I right? Now, if I say what is 2 by 11? 1 by 11 is 9.09%. What is 2 by 11? Double of this. Exactly double of this. Double of this. Double of 9 is 18.18%. Am I right? What is 3 by 11? Again, similar calculations, thrice of this. 1 by 11 is 9.09. So what is 3 by 11? Thrice of 9.09, which is 27.27%. Can you tell me what is 4 by 11 for that matter? 4 by 11. Again, 4 times of 9.09. 4 times of 9 is 36.36%. Am I right? What is 5 by 11? I'll write one more fraction. Again, 5 times of this. 9 into 5 is 45. 0.09 into 5 is 0.45. which is 45.45. बहुत ही सिंपल. इसमें अच्छा आप एक चीज और भी ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हो. डेसिमल के पहले और डेसिमल के बाद सेम ऑर्डर में डिजिट्स आती हैं, which is very useful to remember it. Am I right? Another table which I'm going to use very frequently is the table of 1 by 9, I can say. 1 by 9, again we'll recapitulate this. 1 by 9 is a fraction, convert this into percentage. So precisely what I have to do, 1 by 9 multiplied by 100. 100 by 9. 100 की जगह अगर 99 होता तो 11 times divide हो जाता, फिर से 1, so that means 11.11%. Am I right? 11.11%. What is 2 by 9? What is 2 by 9? Twice of this, which is very easy to calculate. Multiply this 11.11 by 2, 22.22%. Perfect. What is 3 by 9? 3 by 9 is nothing. It's just 1 by 3. So 3 by 9, 1 by 9 is 11.11%. What is 3 by 9? 33.33%. 33.33%. You can also see this fraction in this form, 33 1 by 3%. There is nothing new. I mean, both of them are same. Just don't get confused. If it is mentioned 33.33%, that is 1 by 3. If it is mentioned 33 1 by 3% is again 1 by 3, one and the same thing. So don't get confused. Similarly, if I want to write this, what is that? 11 1 by 9%. Okay, this simple table is this. What is 4 by 9? 4 times of this. 1 by 9 is 11.11%. 4 by 9 is 4 times of 11.11%, which is 44.44%. Perfect. Next table which we are going to use is the table of 1 by 8. 1 by 8. What is 1 by 8? 1 by 8 is what? 1 by 4 we know. Do we have 1 by 4? Do we don't have 1 by? Do we have 1 by 4? Yes, this is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is what percentage? 25. If I want to calculate 1 by 8, it has to be half of 1 by 4. 25 का half कितना होता है? 1 by 8, which is 12.5%. We already know 12.5%, so I can say 1 by 8 is what? 12.5%. So precisely 1 by 8 or 1 by 16 ka table is more or less same. Fine, so we'll not further get deep into it. Other fraction which I can say is, let's say 1 by 12. What is 1 by 12? This is 8.33% or 1 by 3%. I would like to ask you a question. The question is, can you tell me how do we get 8.33%? Again, 1 by 12 is there, it's a fraction. I want to convert this into percentage. So the thing which I have to do is multiply this by 100. 100 by 12 is nothing, just 25 by 3, which is 8.33%. I'll write couple of more numbers based on 1 by 12. 2 by 12. What is 2 by 12? This is 1 by 6, which is 16.66%. You can see this value in this form, 16, 2 by 3%. So don't get confused, one and the same thing. What is 3 by 12? It's simple, am I right? We can easily calculate this. This is 1 by 6, I can say this is 1 by 6. This is what? 1 by 4. What is 1 by 4? 25%. 3 by 12 we have already mentioned, I'm sorry. 4 by 12, let's say 4 by 12, which is 1 by 3, which is we already discussed 33, 1 by 3%, and so on. And so on. How we are going to use these fractions, I'll tell you in the later stages of the class, but these are very important. You cannot take them for granted. You have to remember them, or you need to cram them, whatever the way you are going to do this, but you have to retain them for a longer period of time. Fine. Let's say one more fraction we can use, 1 by 7. What is 1 by 7? 100 by 7. 100 by 7 is 14.28%. Okay. 2 by 7. What is 2 by 7? 2 by 7 is 28.56%. How do we get this? This 1 by 7, 14.28%. Double of this, exactly double of this. 14 ka double is 28, 28 ka double is 56. You can easily get this. What is 3 by 7 then? 3 by 7? 3 by 7 is simple. Thrice of this. 14 into 3 is what? 42. And 28 into 3 is what? 84. So 42.84%. This you can get in the form of 14 2 by 7 also. So don't get confused. These are mixed fractions. These are simple fractions which is written in decimal form, nearest approximate value. So one and the same thing. Fine. इससे थोड़ा सा हम टेबल पे अगर जाएं, एक टेबल और आगे लेके जाते हैं. Let's say 1 by 14. What is 1 by 14? We can clearly see 1 by 14 is nothing, it's half of 1 by 7. What is 1 by 7? 14.28%. So what is 1 by 14? It is exactly half of this, which is 7.14%. Now 2 by 14 we have already discussed, which is 1 by 7, which is 14.28%. It is just like this, double of this. 3 by 14, what is 3 by 14? Thrice of this. 7 into 3 is what? 21. And 14 into 3 is what? 42. 21.42%. Am I right? What is 4 by 14 now? 4 by 14 is again what? 2 by 7. 2 by 7 we already have discussed, which is 28.56%. And we can keep on writing them. Okay? So why I have told you these fractions? See, if I have to calculate 36.36% of a number, for that matter, I know this is going to be in the table of 1 by 11, 4 by 11, directly calculate 4 by 11. And we'll be using them in so many questions, you'll get to know the utility of these fractions. But as of now, we have understood how to convert a fraction into percentage or a percentage into fraction. Am I right? Now I'll write remaining fractions. These are probably the most important fractions which we'll be using in most of the questions. Fine. Some more fractions we can use. I think we have covered most of the part of fractions from 1 by 1 to 1 by 20. 1 by 1 to 1 by 20 is actually more useful. So we'll write all the fractions, but some of them we already written. Let's say 1 by 1. What is 1 by 1? 1 by 1 is what? 100%. What is 1 by 2? 1 by 2 is what? 50%. Multiply this by 100. 1 by 3 we have already discussed, which is 33.33%. What is 1 by 4? 1 by 4 is what? 25%. What is 1 by 5? Multiply this by 100, which is 20%. 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is 100 by 6, 50 by 3. We have already discussed 16.66%. 1 by 7, we have already discussed. 1 by 7 is 14.28%. 1 by 8 is exactly half of 1 by 4, which is 12.5%. 1 by 9, what is 1 by 9? 1 by 9 we have just discussed, 11.11%. What is 1 by 10? This is 10%. I can write one more number here. 1 by 11 is, we have just discussed, look into your notes, 1 by 11, 9.09%. Am I right? What is 1 by 12? We have mentioned 1 by 12 in the previous calculation, which is 8.33%. What is 1 by 13? We have to calculate 100 by 13, which is 7.69%. What is 1 by 14? We have discussed 1 by 14 over there, which is 7.14%. 1 by 15, we need to calculate. What is 1 by 5? 20%. What is 1 by 5? 20%. What is 1 by 15? If I divide this by 3, it will become 1 by 15. So 20 by 3, which is precisely 6.66%. What is 1 by 16? We have just discussed. Half of 1 by 8 is 1 by 16, which is 6.25%. What is 1 by 17? This is 5.88%. What is 1 by 18? Which is 5.55%. Half of 1 by 9? Half of 1 by 9 is 1 by 18. What is 1 by 19? Which is 5.26%. What is 1 by 20? Which is 5%. Perfect. So some of the fractions which we missed, we are writing it here because multiple of those fractions are not required as such. The fractions whose multiple are more important, we have already discussed. Fine. So this is something which is going to help you in Lot many situations, lot many classes related to percentage. Please remember them. They are going to help you a lot. Is that okay? Now let's move to the next segment of this percentage calculation. Or we can do one more thing. We can use some calculation to understand the importance of these things. Am I right? I'll write a simple number just to explain how do this fraction thing is going to work. How this fraction thing is going to work. 120. Okay? Let's take a couple of examples. What is 15% of 120? Do I need to actually calculate 15% in one go? I can divide this calculation into the form jisme I am very much comfortable. Am I right? So can I say this is 10% plus 5%? Am I right? 10% we already know. What is 10% of any number? 1 by 10. So 10% is equal to what? 12. If 10% of 120 is 12, 5% of the same number is going to be what? Half of 12, which is exactly 6. So 15% of 120 is 18. Let's take a little complicated example. Let's say if I have to calculate 37.5% of 120. Is it okay? 37.5% of 120. Now let's move ahead. Do we know 37.5%? If you can remember or recollect it, I have discussed it, but in any case, if you are not able to recollect it, we know what is 20%, 25% in fact. Am I right? And if I add 12.5% to this, I'll get my answer. What is 25% of 120? What is 25%? Actually 1 by 4. So 120 का 1 by 4 कितना होता होगा? 30. और अगर 1 by 4 30 है या 25% 30 है तो 12.5% कितना होगा? 30 का half, which is 15. और I can say 12.5% क्या होता है? 1 by 8. 1 by 8 that means 120 को किससे डिवाइड करना है? 8 से, which is 15. So all in all my answer is what? 45. Is that okay? I'll make it a little more complicated. What is 41.66% of 120? Now this seems a little tricky, am I right? Can you find out any fraction which is ending with 0.66? This fraction I can use. So if I write 16.66 first, I'll be left with 25 precisely. Is that okay? So if it is 16.66%, and if I'm adding 25 to it, I'm getting what? 41.66%. So what I have done, I have broken this calculation into the sweetest form, जहाँ पर हमें calculation करने में दिक्कत नहीं होती है, और यहाँ पर fractions का use हमें समझ में आ रहा होगा. 16.66% of any number is 1 by 6. Am I right? 1 by 6 of 120. 1 by 6 of 120 is 20. Am I right? And what is 25%? 25% we know, 25% is what? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 of 120 is what? 30. Which is precisely 50. Okay? Let me take one more example to explain this. What is 17.5% of the number? 120. Okay? Let's calculate. Do we know 17.5%? What do we know? 20%? And I can subtract 2% from it. और थोड़ा और सोचते हैं. 10% तो हमें पता ही है. इसका आधा कितना होता होगा? 5%. अच्छा, इसका आधा कितना होता होगा? 2.5%. Isn't it interesting? Half, half, half. So here I'm calculating 20%, which is 1 by 5, which is 24. Now 2.5% is a little tricky. So I know 10% is what? 12. 10% is 12. उसका just half क्या होगा? 5%, which is 6. उसका भी half क्या होगा? 2.5%. Repeat it one more time. 10% is 12. उसका half 5%. 12 का half is 6. उसका भी half, which is 5 का half मैं बोल रहा हूँ, 2.5%, which is again 3. So I can subtract it. Or I know 25%. What is 25% of 120? 25% is 1 by 4. Am I right? 1 by 4, 25% अगर 120 का निकाला जाए तो 30 आएगा. तो 2.5% कितना आएगा? Can I say दोनों साइड डेसिमल लगाया हुआ है? 25% अगर किसी नंबर का 30 है तो 2.5% उसी नंबर का क्या होगा प्रिसाइजली? 3. आई थिंक इट्स नॉट डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड. 3. आंसर इज 21. This is simple calculation. This is very simple. So 10%, 5%, 2.5%, 10% is precisely what? 12, 5% is half of it, which is 6. 2.5% is half of this, which is 3. 12 plus 6 plus 3 is what? 21. This is the first scenario where I can use those fractions to good effect. Fine. Breaking my calculation into the form where I am little more comfortable. Am I right? So again, I'm telling you, this is a very important part of my percentage calculation. Please retain them, note them precisely, and use them whenever it is required. Okay? Let's move to the next segment of our percentage calculation. I'll start the next segment with an example. Is that okay? Let's say if I ask you to calculate 68% of 80. 68% of 80. Is that okay? Can I say 68% of 80 निकालने में मुझे कोई खास दिक्कत तो नहीं है, पर हम कुछ और भी कर सकते हैं क्या इसमें, देखते हैं. How can I calculate this? This is 68 by 100 into 80. Can I say this is what? 68 into 80 by 100. Can I say this is 80% of 68? Am I right? So what exactly I want to convey from this, if I am not comfortable with calculating 68%, I might be comfortable with calculating 80% of the number. So 68% of 80 is as good as 80% of 68. We can directly say X percent of Y is Y percent of X. I can take this example, or I can take this as a rule which is going to help us in calculating things. Fine. Let's say 36% of number, let's say 25, I want to calculate. Okay? How this is going to help us? 36% ka fraction, I don't know. I might be knowing, but it will take some time to convert this. Am I right? 25% I definitely know. Hai na? So 25%, I'll say this is as good as 25% of 36. What is 25%? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 of 36 is equal to 9. 1 by 4 of 36 is equal to 9. So this can be used. We can take another example of this sort. Let's say 80% of 37.5. This is, both the numbers are I'm familiar with. I'm taking familiar numbers so that we can understand the concept behind it. Now 37.5, I know the fraction of 80% as well. I know the fraction of 37.5. But here 4 by 5, this calculating is a little complicated. Otherwise, I could have done this way. 37.5%, we all know 37.5%, we have just mentioned. This is 12.5 into 3. What is 12.5%? Where it is? 1 by 8 into 3 is 37.5%. So precisely I have to calculate 3 by 8. So this is as good as 37.5% of 80, which is 3 by 8 of 80, which is 30. Is that okay? So need not to calculate the percentage which is asked. I can calculate any percentage subject to the condition. दोनों में से कोई एक use करना पड़ेगा in terms of percentage, other can be base. I cannot just eliminate like this, but it is very useful in complicated calculations. We can understand by the couple of examples. Is that okay? So this is what we have to summarize from this. X percent of Y is equal to Y percent of X. A percent of B is equal to B percent of A. 20% of 25 is equal to 25% of 20. I hope this is clear to everybody. Fine. So let's move to the next segment. I hope everything is perfectly all right here. If you have understood the concept behind conversion of fractions to percentage, percentage to fraction, and so on and so forth. We can use those things in typical calculations as well. Fine. So I have already told you a number of times. Again telling you, those fractions are going to play a very important role. Please retain them. Fine. Please retain them. That will help you. Now percentage mein, if I say one more element I can add, comparison. Now how do we compare things in terms of percentage? We do lot of variety of comparison. Let's say there are two friends, Ram and Gopal. Okay, their salaries are, let's say, what simple example leta hu, 2000 and 2500. Fine. I want to compare their salaries. How many type of comparison I can establish? One is salary of Ram is what percent of salary of Gopal. Am I right? So how do we calculate this? What is the question? We'll read the question. Salary of Ram or Ram's salary is what percent of the salary of Gopal? Precisely, I'm comparing Ram's salary with Gopal's salary. So this is actually Ram ka salary is what percent of Gopal ka salary into 100. Now if you know the fraction, we don't have to multiply this by 100 every time. This is precisely 2000 over 2500 into 100, which is, I can divide it by 500, which is 4 by 5, that is equal to 80%. Now we can clearly understand, we could have taken the ratio of these two numbers here alone. So we can compare the values. We don't need to use the actual values right now. We could have taken the ratio. I could have divided by 500. This is 4:5. Second statement is, again, salary of Shyam is what percent the salary of Ram. This is just opposite of it. How can I write it? Shyam ka salary divided by, it's Gopal, not Shyam, I'm so sorry. It's salary of Gopal. Salary of Gopal, I can correct it. Salary of Gopal is what percent the salary of Ram into 100. What is the salary of Gopal? You have taken the ratio. This is 5. What is the salary of Ram? This is 4 into 100, which is easily calculatable. This is what? 25 into 5, which is 125%. So this is something different from this. In what sense? यहाँ पर राम का सैलरी मुझे गोपाल के सैलरी से कंपेयर करना था. राम का सैलरी गोपाल के सैलरी का कितना परसेंट है. यहाँ पर मुझे गोपाल का सैलरी राम के सैलरी का कितना परसेंट है बताना है. मतलब हम गोपाल का सैलरी राम के सैलरी का कितना परसेंट निकालने के लिए गोपाल का सैलरी डिवाइड बाय राम का सैलरी. देयर कैन बी मोर टाइप ऑफ कंपैरिजंस. राम सैलरी is what percent? Is it less or more? Less. Ram's salary is what percent less than Gopal's? Okay. Now, गोपाल का सैलरी कितना परसेंट है राम के सैलरी का, राम का सैलरी कितना परसेंट है गोपाल का सैलरी का. यहां पर मुझे सिर्फ कंपैरिजन करना था दोनों की एक्चुअल वैल्यूज का. नाउ यहां पर कंपैरिजन करना है डिफरेंस का, कि राम का सैलरी गोपाल की सैलरी से कितना कम है या कितना ज्यादा है। स्टेटमेंट उसके अकॉर्डिंग दे रखा है। यहां पर मुझे बोला गया है राम का सैलरी इज व्हाट परसेंटेज लेस देन द गोपाल सैलरी। गोपाल का सैलरी से राम का सैलरी, अगर राम का सैलरी 4 रुपए है तो गोपाल का सैलरी कितना है 5 रुपए। कितना कम है 1। अब ये जो डिफरेंस है किससे कंपेयर करना है मुझे, गोपाल की सैलरी। सो आई विल राइट गोपाल्स सैलरी इन डिनोमिनेटर विच इज 1/5 into 100. If you know the fraction, there is no point writing 100. 1/5 is what percentage? 20%. और I can conclude only from this statement, अगर राम का सैलरी गोपाल के सैलरी का 80% है, अगर राम का सैलरी गोपाल के सैलरी का 80% है, तो राम का सैलरी गोपाल की सैलरी से 20% कम होगा। इज दैट ओके? यहां पर हम एक स्टेटमेंट और लिख सकते हैं, Gopal's salary is what percent more than Ram's? Exactly the same question, but the bases are going to be different. The question is, गोपाल का सैलरी राम के सैलरी से कितना परसेंट ज्यादा है? अगेन गोपाल का सैलरी 5 रुपए, राम का सैलरी 4 रुपए, कितने का डिफरेंस है? ₹1. I can say 1 rupee is the difference on the basis of Ram, because I am comparing the excess of Gopal salary over Ram salary with the salary of Ram. So denominator में किसका सैलरी आएगा? राम का into 100. Again, if I know the fraction, 1/4 is clearly understood, which is equal to 25%. I think it is okay to everybody. So here what we are underlining, what is my base? And here we are comparing direct salary. Here we are comparing the difference of the salary of two persons. So this is kind of an important aspect. Here we can determine what is my base, what is my difference, and with which number I have to compare which number in terms of percentages. Is that okay? Fine. Now, let's move to the next segment. I'll take a couple of questions from the handout itself. Okay. Question number 1. Question number 1 from the handout. I hope you have the handout. It's pretty simple. Read the question. The question is saying, find the value of, question number 1, part A. Find the value of 62.5% of 960. Find the value of 62.5% of 960. Is that okay? Now, 62.5% we can calculate it directly if you know the fraction. We can break this. 62.5% can be written as 50% plus 12.5%. I can use fractions also. I can use direct values also. 50% of the number is what? Half of the number. 12.5% of the number, we know, we have already discussed. 50% of the number is 1/2, 12.5% is 1/8. So what is 1/2 of the number? 1/2, किस चीज का 1/2 निकालना है मुझे? 960 का. 960 is my base. Base is very important in this calculation. 960 का half कितना होता है? 480. Perfect. What is 1/8 of the number? 1/8, divide this by 8, 120. So in what sense I can say, or in this sense I can say 62.5% is 480 plus 120, which is 600. I'll reiterate this. 62.5% is broken into two parts with which I'm comfortable. One is 50%, other is 12.5%. 50% is simply 1/2. 12.5% is 1/8. 1/2 of 960, 960 is my base, is 480. And 1/8 of 960 is 120. Add these two numbers, you'll be getting 62.5% of 960, which is summation of 480 plus 120, which is 600. Am I right? Fine. Let's take B part of this. Again, similar question. The question is asking 44.44% of 2790. Do we have the liberty like in the previous part, A part, to break this? Yes, we can break this, but it is advisable. If we know some fraction which will lead us to 44.44%, that will be much more useful rather than calculating 44.44 and so on and so forth. Am I right? What is 1 by 9? 1 by 9 we have discussed. What is 1 by 9? In fact, we have discussed multiple of 1 by 9 also. 1 by 9 is what? 11.11%. What is 44.44%? 11.11 into 4 is what? 44.44%. Am I right? So this is precisely nothing. It is just 4 times of 1 by 9, which is 4 by 9 of 2790. 4 by 9 of 2790. This can easily be calculated. 9 into 3, 110. That's perfectly all right. 310 into 12 is what? 1240. Okay? We are just underlining the importance of those fractions we have just learned. Fine, so kind of an important part. I hope this question is absolutely okay to everybody. Now let's move to the next question. My question is going to be question number 2. Question number 2. I think I need to rub it. Is it okay? Fine. What is question number 2? Read question number 2 carefully. Yes. Bobby spends 25% of his monthly income on rent, 30% on food. Now 30% of the remaining or 30% of the total? 30% of the total. 30% of the total on food, 20% on others. Again, 20% of total on others. If he saves rupees 15,000, per month, what is his monthly income? So if he's spending 25% on what item? Rent. And he spent food पर कितना खर्च किया उसने? 30%. And others पर कितना खर्च किया उसने? 20% of the same income. इसमें again the importance of base is highlighted. Base same है हर बार. So total कितना खर्च कर चुका है वो अभी तक? 30, 25, 30 and 20, which will make it 75%. 75% खर्च कर चुका है अपनी इनकम का वो. 75% of income. Am I right? That means he must have saved 25% of income. What is 25%? 1 by 4 of income, which is given in the question, 15,000. So 1 by 4 of the income is 15,000. What is income? 15 into 4, which is 60,000. Am I right? So what is it? The important part in this question is he is not spending any percentage of the remaining part. He is spending 25% of the salary on rent, 30% of the initial salary again on food, 20% of the salary on others. So overall 75% of the salary or income is spent on different heads. So remaining 25% of the savings or 25% of the income is saved, which is 1 by 4 of income. It is given in the question, which is 15,000. So we can easily find out 60,000 is the income. Is that okay? Fine. Can we take another example? We can take another example. Or the question number, this was question number 2. We'll go for question number 3 as well. Fine. We have done the similar question. Read the question. Marks scored by A is 50. A के marks कितने हैं? 50. And marks scored by B is 40. Okay. Now we have discussed, if I want to compare these things, we don't have to take the initial values. Let's see. Then A is what percentage more than B? Also find A is what percent of B. It's pretty simple. We have just done this. We can take ratio, which is equal to 5:4. The question is, A's marks is what percentage more than B? A's marks is what percentage more than B? ए के मार्क्स अगर 5 हैं तो बी के मार्क्स 4 होंगे, कितने मार्क्स ज्यादा हैं? 1, am I right? किससे ज्यादा है? अगेन द बेस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, किससे ज्यादा है? 4 से ज्यादा है, सो डिवाइडेड बाय 4 into 100. We don't need to write into 100 because we already know 1 by 4 is what? 25%. 1 by 4 is 25%. And the second part of the question is, I hope this is clear. 5 marks, 4 marks, 1 marks is more than 4 marks. This is 25%. The second part is asking, find A is what percentage of B? If A is scoring 25% more marks than B, that A must be 125%. I have just discussed, so I can say that what is the marks scored by A is 5, the marks scored by B is 4 into 100, which is 125%. The question, first question is saying A के marks B के marks से कितना percent ज़्यादा है? 1 mark ज़्यादा है by 4, 25%. The question second part is A का marks B के marks का कितना percent है? Which is 5 by 4. Is that okay? Into 100, which is 125%.